Today we stand between our past and our tomorrow. Okay, we might find ourselves reflecting on old choices, old habits, old stories. And they will be there to remind us of what we've learned, how far we've come. And at the same time, there's this gentle pull forward, or maybe it's a little bit of a push or a nudge to what's laying ahead of us. We sense this doorway opening, inviting us to take a step forward. Something that's more aligned, more soulful, more truthful with who we are becoming. So it's the kind of day where, small realizations can carry a lot of weight. It could be a conversation, a simple memory, a quiet moment of clarity. Any of these and much more can become the thread that connects where we've been with where we're going. So the question is, what are we willing to carry forward? What are we willing to finally leave behind? I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. By the end of this video, it's my hope that you now have the wisdom, the clarity, the understanding to go forward with strength, with clarity, with love. Welcome to your daily focus, September the 30th, 2025. So we have the energy of the 30. The 30 is kind of like the 3 energy magnified, and the 3 energy is about transformation. It's our voice, it's our thoughts, it's our dreams, it's our conversations. It's about our transformation. It's about allowing our curiosity to lead our heart into I heard new dimensions, so we'll go with new dimensions. And if we look at the daily numerology, it's a 9 plus a 3 plus a 9, which gives us a 21, a different way to get to the 3. 2 plus 1 is a 3. So know that the 21 is about letting go of things in order to not be burdened down, not be weighed down, not be blocked, not be limited towards that new path that awaits us right around the corner. So it is about tying up loose ends and putting completion on things so that we don't carry it forward with us into our new dreams, into our new realizations. Okay, the journal. Okay, every day, I choose me. Okay, 365-day journal for self-love and growth. And it's heavy, so I'm just going to kind of put it down while I talk to you. Because it is 410 pages, okay? It guides you through every day of 2026 with questions, with intentions, more than ample room to journal. Okay, it's based on the moon cycles mainly of the year. And it's all designed to help you honor yourself, to grow stronger, to move with the natural flow of the year's cycle. Okay, it's a practice of self-love. Each day that you write something in your journal, it could be a word, it could be a sentence, it could be a paragraph, but you're saying that you're worthy, you're deserving, you're capable, you're enough. Okay, it makes you realize that you are already those things. And by loving ourselves and taking care of ourselves, we come to know these things. Okay, so this is on sale. It's not going to be on sale much longer. I am going to raise it to the price it really should be. But I also put out the journey of choosing myself for 2026. And it's something a little bit different, okay? It's not written for the daily practice, but for the sacred thresholds, the eclipses, the solstices, the equinoxes, the moons. Okay, so each passage that I wrote invites you into your story through your imagination, through your emotions, feelings. Okay, to help you step inside the energy itself and experience transformation really on a soul level. Now together they create a complete path. The journal's there to ground you. in your daily action. And you know what? I don't care if you write a sentence or a paragraph. The fact that you opened the book, that you went to the book, tells your brain that I choose me. In this moment, I choose me. And it's very powerful when your brain starts hearing that every day from you, because it will start to include things where you can choose you without even realize you're doing it anymore. It becomes second nature. The journey will guide you through the larger moments of 2026. And it was created really for the person who doesn't like journaling. I know not all of you want a journal because you have no intention of journaling. Or you already, I've heard from so many of you that you already have some sort of practice. You use a certain book. You do follow my guidelines, but you don't need a journal, okay, for what you need it for. So, or it's for the person who wants to participate in maybe a little bit more of an elevated journey. And, I think it's so important, though. I think it's so important to have, well, both, but the journal, especially, it gives us that everyday reminder that we are enough. Because the world will pull us into other people's agendas. We have obligations, we have responsibilities, things pop up that we're not always in control of, expectations. We can easily be led away from the focus on ourselves. But when we choose ourselves every day, everything else begins to grow. Relationships, your health, abundance, confidence, joy, love. In 2026, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 is a 10. 1 plus 0 is a 1. It's a year of beginnings. It's a year of the seasons changing. So let the journal or the journey remind you that you are already worthy, that you're already deserving, you're already enough. Exactly as you are. Now, I'll quit the blatant plug. Thank you for that. I will leave the links in the description box. Somebody mentioned that they wanted PDF. I do have to reformat. I don't know if I can do it with the journal, but with the journey, I can. But it'll take me a couple of days, so give me some time. I think that was it starts moose. I know. Oh, it's right there. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I love you. And no, I love you. I kind of think mousy when I see it, but I know it doesn't say mousy. It'll come to me in the middle of the reading and I'll say it, okay? Because I do know it. Oh my goodness. I just pulled a blank. I'm so sorry about that. I'll leave the descriptions. I will get back to you on the PDF version of the book. Okay, and I might just distribute that myself through email, so stay tuned. Okay, the astrology. Sun is in Libra, moon is in Capricorn, and today the moon actually connects both with the north and south nodes. Okay, so it's kind of like we are in the middle of, we are weaving a thread through the past and the future. Okay, so the nodes are the points in the astrology to speak to our soul's direction. Okay, north node is forward, south node is things we've already done. And the south node doesn't get a lot of recognition in most astrologies because it's the stuff we already know, the stuff we've already done. But it kind of speaks today to us in our soul's direction, where we've come from and where we're meant to go. So when the moon is touching both, and both in harmony, okay, a trine and a sextile, I believe, okay, it opens moments of clarity for us. We can get that aha moment, that epiphany. We can feel comfort, and we can feel that we have a sense of control over who we are becoming. It's where our emotional truth meets our destiny. Okay, today is about recognizing what has been useful in the past, what we've outgrown, and where we're being asked to step forward. the North Node, that's going to open up doorways for us. Doorways to purpose, doorways to our dreams, our desires, our wants. Okay? It looks or it allows us to look, or it invites us to look towards our future growth, where we are now and who we are becoming. Okay? And during that, the moon is also talking to the South Node, and that's our history, the things that we have walked through. Okay, that becomes now the well of wisdom that we can draw from to strengthen our capabilities of stepping into a future endeavor. And it reminds us that the things that we've gone through with purpose. Okay, there's threads that go from the past and those old stories to the new stories that are becoming. And it will highly influence the choices we make on a day like today. We will notice what no longer serves us. And we are choosing to step forward in some way. So what do we need to take forward? And I don't think I'm doing this clearly. When I meditated, they showed me a closet. I guess we could use the closet. It's like, okay, you're going to clean your closet, okay? And as you're going through your closet, you find some clothes that, oh, you once loved. You might even remember the last time you wore it, but you don't wear it anymore. Or it might be letters or cards you've saved from friends and loved ones. And, your closet is filled with reminders of who you used to be. And as you look through it, of course, you're going to smile. Maybe you'll grimace. Maybe you'll even tear up a little bit. But you realize when you are cleaning the closet that you don't need to keep it all. You don't need to keep carrying it forward with you. Okay, you choose a few pieces that reflect not only who you were, but who you are becoming, and you let the rest go. And so we make room for all those new items when they appear. They have more than enough room to go into our closet because we're not carrying everything forward with us. Does that make more sense? I don't know. Let me know. But that is the energy of today. It's honoring the past while making space for what comes up next. And the moon linking both north and south nodes, we stand in the balance of past and future. The wisdom of where we have been is still with us, but the pull of what ahead starts to grow stronger. And it's about listening to those whispers of intuition, to honor what has shaped us, to trust in that inner voice that's saying it's time to take that step forward. Because even the smallest action can align us with the future that we're meant to walk into with this kind of energy. It's soft, it's subtle, it's workable, it's mutable. Okay, let's go to the cards. Oh, I didn't look to see who was on the bottom. Sometimes I remember. It's not often. I made some headway on the foundation. I should have that finished tomorrow. And then maybe even the walls go up tomorrow. Wouldn't that be exciting if I got that done? And then I just have to do the trusses for the roof. And yeah, we're almost there, guys. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. This is dreaming the dream and dreaming it big and making it come alive. And, if nothing stood in your way, what would you step into? It's that kind of energy to grow that dream, that desire, that want, that passion bigger and brighter than ever. Grow it to the point where it doesn't even make sense, or it scares you a little bit. Like, what if that actually happened? Oh my goodness. Okay, this is about, dreaming and asking the what if question, but taking it elevated each and every time you do it, right? Maybe I'll start that little business. Maybe somebody will approach me because they like my business so much they want to be a part of it. Maybe I'll franchise. Maybe I'll be in 5 or 6 towns. Maybe I'll be in 5 or 6 states or provinces or countries or continents. Can you see it growing to that? What would you need in order to grow it to that? What if there was a whole slew of things that all you need to do is say, well, I'm going to need this, 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 and this, and it all shows up. The magic sharpening cart towards your future. Okay? It's about believing that whatever you put into that cup some way will lead you towards happiness and love and joy and abundance and prosperity. They got the Hermit back in the first position today. So this is about sitting in that moment, right? We have walked to this point. We have gone through many things in order to get to this point. We stop, we rest. And when we devise a plan, when we see of where we want to take action, what we want to fulfill, what our passion is, what our dream is, what we want to step into, it's then that our staff there comes alight and leads the way for us. So our intuition will guide us. They will guide us. We have the Empress back again. Empress, it's about giving birth to something, creating something, allowing something to come alive in your life. And this is a highly intuitive card. This is a highly diplomatic kind of card. So we can really set into motion something that we truly want to give birth to, something that we want to come alive. And maybe the problem was before we had to let go of something in order to, and now we know what to let go of because those old stories were highlighted for us today, and we saw, we understood, we gained the clarity of maybe why we've held back or why we had anxiety to actually step forward in the way we wanted. And then we have the Knight of Wands, and this is like an in-between kind of energy too. And it hasn't come up in some time because we haven't really been in this position for the year, where we have that moment of clarity and understanding about the past and the future. Now, this is a card that says you have come to a certain point, you've honed your talents, your ability, you've grown into the person you've become, and you stop. You get off your stallion, you bend to one knee, and you give thanks for what you've gone through in order for it to make you who you are, has molded you into the person you are today. Then we want to give thanks for our here and now. But before we go, we also ask for the straight road forward. That the things that we need will be supplied, given to us, made available to us. That we have the right circle of people, friends around us. That we're in the right environments. That we're living, our best life as we go forward, as we are creating these successes. That joy and love and happiness and peace of mind all come with us on this path. Okay, we'll go to the ancient stones. There we go. Okay, let's see what the ancient stones will tell us today. And we have live the question, curiosity, open your mind, live into it. So I'm taking that's a lot with the three energy alone. And I will hold it up so that you can meditate on it, because I find the longer you look at it, the more that comes to life in it. Does anybody else see the butterfly? Does anybody else see two angels bringing in balance for us? Live the question. Live the question is a phrase that appears in one of my favorite books, Letters to a Young Poet by Rainer Maria Rilke. Rilke? In it, the author invites the young poet not to seek the answers to life's big questions, but instead to live the questions and allow the answers to emerge over time. To live the question is to fully engage with the uncertainties of life rather than simply seeking quick or easy answers. It invites us to be open to experience, to explore and reflect, and acknowledge the journey itself can be just as valuable as any destination. In essence, it encourages a state of curiosity, of wonder, of humility as we navigate the complexities of being human. And when we live in question, we stop waiting for the answer and instead choose to live into it. We take baby steps and let life reveal itself to us through living. And we enter a co-creative dance with life. We merge with the sacred rather than separating ourselves from it. We enter a world of wonder and awe instead of expecting certainty every moment of every day. The ancient stones have been there for so much longer than we have, and they hold answers beyond that which we can possibly comprehend. They whisper for us to zoom out of our short-lived experience and instead live into the questions we have in our comparably brief lifespans. For if we do this, we'll find that we both live into the answer and live courageously. The soul inquiry is, what question are you living into right now? And that could be the new experience, right? The question of the new experience. To live the question, to not go in search of the answer, but just to live with the questions and see what is called to you. See what shows up. Try it. Maybe it will lead to something else. Maybe that's it. It'll find you. Our animal today is, look at this, blessings with the turkey. Well, you know what? In Canada, it is just getting about turkey time. It's not that far away. Not this weekend. Next weekend probably is turkey day for us. There you are, turkey. So blessings, gratitude, and thanks. Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. It's a perfect opportunity to create peace within your soul so that the gratitude is pure and there is forgiveness from the past by looking at the now and creating the future. You can't make this stuff up, can you? Begin a new tradition. Maybe create a gratitude tree. Write down a few things that you're grateful for each day. Hang it on the tree. Go around your dinner table. Express thanks. Not just on Thanksgiving. Create a gratitude journal. Whatever you want to express your gratitude, to spotlight your blessings, do it so that there is a constant reminder around you, so that you can see that you are blessed, even if you feel otherwise. And it's very true. People who practice gratitude on a regular basis, scientists have found they are happier, they sleep better, they have a better resting heart rate, they have lower blood sugar levels. I mean, it's right across the map. We're happier, we're more joyful, we fall deeper into love, we wake up rested after a beautiful night of dreams. It's just an amazing thing that happens. So, yes, count your blessings, but create. I think create the blessings that you haven't even experienced yet. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.